And the lights go out, grit my teeth, shut my mouth. When the night comes around, I become a ghost now.
Hi, I'm Invalid Ghost, and today we're going to play some more Morrowind. This is my character, Scruffy Lawn Ghost Jr. He's got the weird glowy helmet, bear helmet, and the glowy shield. And this is his follower, Rabina, the Khajiit. And we are standing right outside where we left off in the last episode, right in front of the large stone door to the Cavern of the Incarnate. So, last episode was a frickin' 2-hour-long episode. Probably the longest episode of Morrowind to date for this channel. Hope you guys enjoyed that. That was the 100 episode special. This episode will probably be shorter. Who knows, maybe it'll be longer. I don't know. I don't really know what we're gonna do in today's episode. I do know the first thing we're gonna do is walk all the way back to the Sri Lanka camp. But before we do all that, I do have one comment to read by commenter Stuart Bates. Basically, he told me not to take the 36 Lessons of Vivek seriously. They're altogether 36 books that create a confession from Vivek if you know the code to read it. It's basically gibberish, none of which is real except for the hidden confession. There isn't anything more in the cave except the ring and the listening to the story of all the ghosts for free goodies. So, basically that tells me two things. One, that book was gibberish, but it's got some hidden secrets in it. Second thing is, I'm done here, so I can go. I'm good to go. So if anything was still in that cave, you know, you can all blame Stuart Bates if I missed something. No, I'm just kidding. He also told me to use water walking potions, or an enchantment or a spell to walk across the water so I can stop complaining about the slaughterfish and the draw attacking me in the water. And that's a great idea. Those are great ideas. You know, an enchantment would be very nice. Spells of water walking would be nice. Potions of water walking would be nice. But I have one little problem with that, and it's right there in the form of a cat person. You see, even if I, Scruffy Lawn Ghost Jr., were to take those potions, or use a spell, or use an enchantment, I'd still have this thing following me and drowning behind me, you know? So I would need to go back and fight for them, so it would really just be more annoying if I were to use water walking potions and spells and stuff, because I would still have this beautiful creature behind me dying and getting eaten by fish and But yeah, once Rabina is gone, whenever that will be, you know, that will be a very sad day, but also a very freeing day, because it will mean that I can finally do things like levitate across giant mountains, or, use swift swim, water walk, you know, all those things. I'll be able to do a lot more things, that help me with traveling, but I have Rabina for now, so there's nothing I can do. So I'm just going to have to suffer, and that's okay, because I love Rabina. And my love for this virtual being extends beyond my hatred for being attacked by slaughterfish and drugh every 2 seconds when I'm in the water. Anyway, let's get on the road, Rabina. Actually, you know what? Let's actually, rest here for a bit. Because I don't like walking in the dark. Okay, cool. Frickin' Nyx Hound had to interrupt me. You're dead. That was a bad idea, wasn't it, Nyx Hound? Okay. I think 7 is light enough. God dang it, now there's a storm. Just wait a whole day. Okay, storm's gone, Rabina. Why do I look so short? Why are you so tall? Oh, you're floating. Okay. I was wondering for a minute, like, what the heck's going on, but whatever. Anyway, while we walk to the Sri Lanka camp, which is way the frick over here. Oh god. Okay, let me just make this a little bigger for me. Because I'm gonna need it to be bigger. Okay, that's good, that's good. We need to go that way. But, you know, we'll follow the path first. That's a good idea. While we walk all the way back to the Sri Lanka camp, I want to rant about the new He-Man show. He-Man, no, I don't even think it has He-Man in the title. Masters of the Universe Revelations. Yeah, I want to talk about that. I did say maybe 2 episodes ago that I watched the first episode, 2 Morrowind episodes ago that I watched the first episode of the show, and I said that it looked pretty good, and in fact, it gave me a love for He-Man. I was like, oh god, I know about He-Man. I've seen memes. I gotta see this show, because they're making a new show, and it looks really cool, and it's got very nice animation, and it's got characters that seem lovable, likable, so I have to go back and see where this all began. I just have to. So, because of this show, the first episode, I decided to go back in time and go on YouTube and watch some episodes of the first He-Man show, the 80s cartoon. I knew something was after us. And anyway, that show, wonderful. I mean, it had just the best animations. Okay, they reuse a lot of animations, and it's very obvious that they trace over, like, live footage. At least I assume that's what they do. I forget what that's called. Rotoscoping? That's probably not the word. Anyway, they reuse a lot of animation. The animations that they have aren't, like, you know, anything super amazing or fancy, but I really enjoyed the show. I only got to watch about 16 episodes before I couldn't follow the order anymore. Like, I don't know, it was just too hard to find them on YouTube anymore. Should I go in this tomb? I'm gonna go in this tomb, just because I can. Why not? I mean, tombs have never been that interesting in Morrowind so far. Ow, that hurt me! I should have used a probe, but I didn't. But you know what? Maybe this one will be different. Maybe this tomb will be different. Hey, look at that! I'm gonna level up. Heck yeah. Heck yeah. Oh god, I gotta put my phone back there. Alright. I'm using my phone as a mic stand. Alright, what was I saying? You have ascended to level 30! Heck yeah! I ascended to level 30! I have the power! Okay. While we're on this screen, I gotta try to remember what the heck I was talking about. I don't remember. Anyway, the results of hard work and dedication always look like luck to saps, but you know you've earned every ounce of your success. I cannot believe we are finally at level 30. Dang! Dang! It seems like just yesterday we were level 20. Okay, alright, definitely get that willpower. Yeah, sure, just get these 3. I just care about them more than speed. At this point. Sorry, speed! But this is more important at the moment. Because all 3 of these, like, deal with magic, I think. Yeah, personality doesn't just affect other characters and how much they like you, but I think it also affects a certain magical art as well, but even if it doesn't, I do want people to like me, especially since they're gonna probably hate me, apparently. I should probably increase my intelligence. Maybe I should not take endurance and put it in intelligence instead. I mean, it's only 1 point as opposed to 2 points. But I think 70 but I don't want it to be 69! I don't want it to be 69! 70's a nice round number! I mean, 69's a funny number. But it also is just nicer to be 70 for magic. Having 70 magic. I'm gonna give it to intelligence. I don't know if that was a mistake or not. Oh, there's another skeleton guy coming after me. How did you let me rest if you were running towards me? I have no idea. Anyway, I went back and I watched 16 episodes of the original He-Man cartoon. And I loved it. I really did. I thought it was super funny, a very fun show. Just a fun show to watch. I freaking love Skeletor. Skeletor is probably one of my favorite villains in a cartoon. You know, he's just super goofy. I love him. Because of how goofy he is. Why are the lockpicks away from the probe? I don't know. Ooh, lockpick success! Nice. I gotta drop all this stuff off at my house. Alright. Anyway, this tomb is a lot nicer than the tombs I've been in before, you know? It's much bigger, too. I like this staircase here, too. It's just, Oh my god, I'm sorry! I've been beating you in the face! I'm sorry! I was attacking the skeleton, I didn't mean it. I didn't mean it, Rabina. I'm sorry. Anyway, do you have anything on you? No, didn't think so. I don't know why I even bothered looking. Anything up here? Cloth sack. Some ingredients, I'll take them, why not? Small chest. Wow. Not even gonna bother with that. And there's nothing up here except for the whispers of the danged! Yeah, I don't like it. Alright, well. Anyway, after watching those glorious 16 episodes, I decided, to finally go and watch, the new He-Man show, because, oh, and the other reason why I went back and watched the old show isn't just so that I could, know what the old show was like, it was also because the new show is a continuation of the old show. So I was like, well, I have no idea what the frick's going on, I don't know who Tila is, I don't know who Man-at-Arms, Duncan, whatever, whoever he is, I don't know who he is. I barely know He-Man and Cringer. I don't know what this Orko thing is. So, you know, I wanted to know who they were and stuff, and I got sort of, like, some of their backstories from the few episodes that I did watch, and I felt like, you know, I didn't know everything about He-Man, but I knew enough about He-Man to watch the continuation. So I watched the show, watched the entire thing, and watched it with my mom, actually, because I got her into He-Man, too. I was really excited about the show. I was like, this show's gonna be great, I'm gonna fall in love with He-Man, everything's gonna be wonderful. Yeah. Anyway, the first episode of the show was pretty promising. I liked it. I thought it was pretty nice. I mean, towards the end, yeah, I saw a couple of problems, but I was like, they'll be resolved in the next episode. These problems were basically Tila's overreacting. Okay, so now I'm gonna just say a bunch of spoilers. If you don't want to be spoiled, if you don't want this show, this He-Man show spoiled, you know, just feel free to skip to this time, which may be the entire episode. Just don't watch this episode of Morrowind, because I'm gonna be ranting about He-Man the entire time. This is the I rant about He-Man episode. Oh my god. I rant about a cartoon that's 10, 20 years older than I am episode. Oh my god. Anyway. That lit knocked all of my thoughts out of my head. The first episode problems, that's right. Tila was overreacting, that's the thing. And what was she overreacting about? Well, here comes the spoiler part. He-Man dies in the first episode. Yeah, he straight up dies. I mean, it's not really clear that he's dead, though. Because he and Skeletor, they were fighting over, this power, or whatever. Skeletor wanted his sword. Skeletor wanted He-Man's sword, and he turned back into Adam. And so Tila saw that he was Adam, that He-Man was Adam. Then He-Man was using his sword to absorb this power, this explosion or something that happened. Because Skeletor did stuff. Anyway, it's hard to explain. The point is, He-Man and Skeletor, they died in a giant explosion. Like, their bodies didn't even remain. They just died instantly. Anyway, then when Tila went back to the castle, with Man-at-Arms, the father, who was apparently the only one who didn't know that He-Man was He-Man, the mother knew. I didn't know the mother knew, but the mother knew that He-Man was He-Man. The father was angry, and he tried to banish Man-at-Arms, and he was like, Tila, get this traitor out of my sight, or something like that. And Tila was like, no, I'm done with all of you. And at first, I was like, okay, that's alright with me. It makes sense that she'd be angry that the king was going to banish her father for knowing about Adam's secret, being He-Man. You know, it makes sense, especially considering the king's wife also knew that He-Man was, Adam was He-Man. And he didn't, you know, banish her. He wasn't gonna banish her, of course. So it made sense that Teela would be angry about that, you know? But no, she wasn't angry that the king was banishing her father. She was angry that Adam was He-Man, and that she didn't know that. She was angry that her father had kept the secret from her, that the cat kept the secret from her, that Orko kept the secret from her, that everyone kept the secret from her, you know, except for the king, who was also left in the dark. So she was angry at that, at the fact that Adam never told her that he was He-Man. So she was like, "You guys are all liars, and I'm leaving." And then she left. And we got a cool little shot of her taking off her crown and her hair falling down. It was kind of cool. It was kind of cool. Also, like, I didn't really understand why she was so angry, but you know, I assumed that she'd get over it in the next episode. She did not get over it. See, I didn't understand why she was so angry, because Adam didn't just not tell her. He also didn't tell the king, or, like, anyone, really. The only people he told was his cat, Orko, and Man-at-Arms. And I think the only reason why he told Man-at-Arms is because Man-at-Arms has, like, a pretty good relationship with the sorceress, so it would kind of be hard to keep that, his secret being He-Man from Man-at-Arms, you know? Just makes sense. Orko knew because Orko is Orko, and how are you gonna keep a secret like that from Orko? And then Cringer knew because Cringer's Battle Cat, so of course he knew. Cringer was hiding a secret from everyone too. No one knew he was Battle Cat. Anyway, the first episode I thought was alright, because, you know, Teela was okay still. She was still kind of Teela, you know? It was only in the second episode and following episodes that I began to see even more flaws with the show. Like, just a ton of flaws. Like, the second episode, I was nearly on the verge of tears in the second episode because I was so angry with what they had done to Teela. They butchered her character. And I mean, in the original series. Alright, destroy this. Anyway, I lost my train of thought. But Teela was never an arrogant jerk in the original series. You know, Teela was nice, Teela was strong, Teela was confident, Teela was independent. She wasn't an a-hole, she wasn't jerkish, she wasn't mannish, she wasn't, you know, any of those things. Anyway, in this new He-Man, Teela comes off as an arrogant jerk pretty early on. I mean, I guess a bit of it was near the end of that first episode, like, you could kind of tell that, yeah, she's being a bit of a jerk here, but, you know, it's within a bit of reason. But in the second episode, it's been quite some time, since she decided to, leave the kingdom and become a mercenary, I guess. It's been quite some time. I don't know if it's been days, weeks, months, years. I don't think they specified, but it seems like years, maybe. A few years, maybe, have passed since He-Man died, and Teela quit her job that she just got, which was, I forgot to even mention the first episode takes place on the same day that Teela becomes Man-at-Arms. So, yeah, she gets a promotion. And then immediately turns it down at the end because she's mad at He-Man for being He-Man. Ben Samsi. What is Ben Samsi? Hold up, I want to check this out. Your face scared me for a minute, Ravina. Forgot what I was saying. Again. This is why I don't ever talk about anything, because I can't keep my train of thought stuck to one topic. Anyway, second episode, we see Teela with some girl character who wasn't in the original show. If she was, she must have came after episode 16, because I didn't remember her. But anyway, I forgot her name. I think it started with an A. It was like, Amaya? Amaya? No, it's not Amaya. It started with an A. Anyway, we met some girl. We see that Tila has befriended this girl named, I'll just call her Amaya for the sake of giving her a name, even though I don't think her name is Amaya. In the beginning of episode 2, they're fighting off against Stinkor, which is a character I didn't see in the first show because I only watched 16 episodes of it. But they're fighting off against Stinkor. And I cannot rest here, there's enemies. Oh.
I have you.
What? Okay, excuse me. Excuse me. There are 2 Dark Brotherhood people right here. Okay, give me a second, boys. Give me a second, young gentlemen. I'm going to slaughter you. I'm just trying to talk about how much I hate Tila. How much I hate the new Tila. Aw, this is not gonna work. This is not gonna work. Alright, you know what? You're just gonna have to kill me. You're just gonna have to kill me. Thank you.
Your life's end is approaching.
Yeah, I think my life's end just happened. Where's this, last save? Right here? Okay. Let me try that again.
Die.
Wow, again? Is it predetermined? What the frick? Okay, hold up. Okay, yeah, I killed them using cheats. I don't really care. I'm not gonna take any of their stuff just because I feel like that would be cheating. I'm just looking at whatever this is. Okay, cool. Anyway, back to the game. Excuse me? I don't even know what's 2 more assassins! What? What? Is this place cursed or something? What the frick? Why? What? Why did 2 assassins attack me 2 times? 4 assassins just attacked me. What the heck? That's never happened before. Usually it's only 1 assassin, not 2. And why did they do it twice in a row? What the heck? Anyway, I'm gonna leave this place. You know, maybe it's not time for me to go in there. Maybe that's why that's happening. I don't freaking know. But I don't want to go in there again. If I'm just gonna get attacked by Dark Brotherhood people. Anyway, I've completely lost my train of thought on this He-Man thing. Oh yeah, Tila and Amaya, sure. They're fighting Stinkor. They're mercenaries now. Well, Tila's a mercenary now. I don't know what Amaya was doing before all this. Anyway, they get something back for some dude or something. I don't know. During episode 2, we learn that Tila has left the kingdom of Eternia for good, pretty much. She doesn't like anyone there. What the heck is going on here? That's freaking weird. Maybe it's just a shadow, I don't know. Anyway, at this point in the show, I'm really losing interest in Tila as a character, and I'm getting kind of angry that He-Man's not, you know, coming back. He-Man doesn't seem to be coming back in this episode, so I'm like, ugh, I have to listen to Tila more. Great. Oh, also, Tila cut her hair, by the way. She cut her hair. Cutting her hair wouldn't have been such a big deal for me. But she has to have this stupid half-shaved head, half-hair thing that, you know, that modern hairstyle that only super rebellious chicks get. It makes her stand out as this, like, pretty stereotypical, angry, feminist. I don't know any other word to call it. Which I don't like. I don't like those in shows because they're gross depictions of women. She's just so arrogant. I don't like it. I don't like her being an arrogant jerk. And she's still mad at He-Man for dying, which makes no freaking sense. He-Man is dead, alright? Even if he wanted to tell her his secret, and you know, he can't now. He can't apologize for it. There's no reason for her to be angry over a dead person at this point. Disappointed, sure. You know, angry a little bit at first finding out, sure, I can understand that, but angry for this long, for years, freaking disowning your father and your whole kingdom for that amount of anger over the He-Man thing? Like, I would have understood if she had stuck with her dad and decided to be banished with him rather than abandoning both her kingdom and her dad. I would have understood if she went with her dad, because the king was being a huge jerk. He wasn't in character at all. And also, they don't even talk about the king or the queen ever again after that episode. They just kind of forget the king and queen exist. In fact, they forget the entire kingdom of Eternia exists, pretty much. But that's okay, because the story isn't really about Eternia. It's not even really about He-Man. It's about Teela, and how much of a jerk she is. That's the whole show. It's the Teela show, and how much of an a-hole she is. It should be be renamed to Teela and the a-holes of the universe, instead of the masters of the universe. But you know what? Teela's really the only big problem with the show. Amaya, whatever her name is, I had no problems with her, other than the fact that I didn't know who she was. But honestly, I don't even care if she's a new character. She was fine. She was fine. Whoever she was, she didn't annoy me. She was okay. Teela annoyed the heck out of me. Everyone else didn't annoy me. I liked the villains. Evelyn, she was okay. Beastman, he was okay. Triclops, he was okay. You know, Skeletor, he was alright. He's a bit more violent in this series than he was in, the original cartoon, but that's okay. I'm okay with more adult themes. It makes sense, considering the original cartoon came out in the 80s. You know, their audience has definitely grown up by now. The original audience for He-Man has definitely grown up by now, so it makes sense that they would try a more gritty storyline. I was perfectly okay with that. The only thing I don't like about the show is Teela herself, and kind of the story as well. Anyway, over the course of Teela's journey, because this is Teela's journey, she meets some friends, and some enemies, I guess. So there's already Amaya. In like the third episode, maybe, I think, or third or fourth episode, she also brings on, Evelyn, surprisingly, as a friend. Evelyn seems to have like a change of heart for a couple of episodes until the last episode. So, you know, that was kind of cool. I mean, I never thought of any of the bad guys in the original He-Man as, like, truly evil people. They were all more or less, like, children who wanted power. You know, they were very goofy in the original series. I mean, sure, sometimes they'd be like, I'm going to kill you, He-Man! I'm going to be super powerful and have all the power and rule over Eternia and whatever. But it would just sound so cheesy, you know? So I never found the enemies in the original He-Man as a threat, so Evelyn coming around to become one of the good guys, you know, I wasn't too shocked about that. I was like, okay, I can see that happening. Even though her name is literally Evil Lyn. She's got freaking evil in her name, but whatever. Kill this beetle. Anyway, they also meet Orko, and Man-at-Arms, and this robot dude whose name I'm not gonna remember. Robo guy. Roboto. Is his name Roboto, or no, probably not. I don't know. Anyway, they meet Man-at-Arms eventually. This is after they have Evelyn already traveling with them, I think. I'm not sure if Beastman is there yet. I don't think he is. Oh, God. We don't have to do this, right? No, I don't think we don't have to. The camp is right over here. Alright. Anyway, they meet Man-at-Arms. Man-at-Arms is living in this shack with Orko, who is dying because magic is dying. Also, the sorceress looks like an old lady because she's also dying, and Evelyn isn't super powerful because her magic staff is like dying or something, so they're all dying. Also, Evelyn has white hair, and I guess that's also because she's dying. At least I would assume that's why they gave her white hair, unless it's just a change of character art design. I don't know. I think they gave her white hair, though, because she's supposed to be dying, because all the magical creatures are dying and becoming weaker. Because magic is dying, because of that huge explosion in the beginning that killed He-Man and Skeletor. They basically killed magic. I don't know. I don't really understand it too much. But that's not really the point that matters, anyway. Anyway, Orko's dying because he is losing his magic. And Man-at-Arms is taking care of him. And Man-at-Arms also has that robot guy. Roboto or whatever. I didn't meet him in the original episodes. I guess he comes later, after the 16th episode. If I did meet him, I don't remember. But anyway, I liked him too. I had no problems with the robot guy. Anyway, now they've got this big team of Tila, Man-at-Arms, Evelyn, Orko, and Roboto. And Amaya. Did I already mention her? She's there too. Anyway, the only thing is, they send... Did I skip the camp? I skipped over where the camp is. Sorry, I get so wrapped up into what I'm saying that I forget where I'm going in the game, because I'm not even looking at the screen, really. Okay. Anyway, this group doesn't last very long, because Man-at-Arms goes to protect the Sorceress, because the Sorceress is literally only being protected by Cringer. Yes, Cringer is protecting the Sorceress. I know, it's crazy. But, anyway... so Man-at-Arms goes to protect the Sorceress, and then, so then we're left with everyone else, except for Man-at-Arms. Then they go across this boat, they run into Fish Dude, Merman, and, they fight him, and he leads them to this magical place where they gotta fight this dude who forces them all to face their fears or something, and it's such a dumb episode, because guess what Tila's fear is? Is Tila's fear, like, the fact that He-Man is dead and she might never get to see him again? No. Is her fear, like, the fact that she didn't know everything? Because in the beginning of the show she said something akin to, I know everything about battle, I know everything about this and that, I know everything about Grayskull, and He-Man, aka Adam at the time, was like, you don't know who he is. And then Tila was like, he who? Is your fear like that you don't know everything, even though you thought you did? You're too confident, and but inside you're not actually that confident because you just realized that you don't know everything? No, it's not that. Her fear is that she fears herself because she is so strong and stuff. She fears herself because she's too special. She's too special and powerful and whatnot. And anyway, then she destroys this Skeletor-looking guy with the power of hope or something. But he's not dead yet. And it's in that episode where Orko dies. Yeah, they kill Orko. They freaking kill Orko. I don't know why they decided to kill the only joy in this show, but they did. I mean, yeah, the only joy in the show was also dying. I mean, he's the comic relief in the original series. You can't kill the comic relief character and expect your show to be good. Have you seen Frozen 2? They killed Olaf, and that show was awful. I mean, they brought him back, but still, that show was awful. That movie was awful. You cannot kill the comic relief character and expect to instantly get like points. No, you're not. You're not gonna get it. Anyway, Orko's dead. He might come back to life in part 2. Who knows? But for now, he's dead. For all we know, he's dead. And then later on, they're in heaven. Sorry, I just gotta finish this. Later on, they're in literally heaven. It's called Paradise, or not Paradise. I don't remember what it's called, but I'm gonna call it Heaven. They go to heaven from that place where the fear dude was. And they meet He-Man, who's dead, and they bury Orko there, even though they're in heaven, and it doesn't make too much sense until you learn that this heaven is only for, like, He-Man people, you know, people who were heroes. It's not for regular dudes, or for Orko, whatever he was. So that's sad, for one, that only heroes get this paradise place, and mortals, regular, normal people don't. That's kind of messed up, but whatever. Anyway, Adam is there, and Teela and Adam have the stupidest conversation in the world. He-Man and Teela have this talk in this episode, in the Heaven episode, and He-Man says, well, it's Adam. Adam says. Also, there's this whole, like, mild plot point where Adam chose to be in his regular form instead of his big giant He-Man form in heaven, and everyone else is in their other bigger, better forms, but not Adam, because Adam wanted to be himself or something. There's that whole thing, which, whatever, I thought that was kind of, you know, cool, humbling to, Adam's character. Made me want to see more of Adam, because Adam seems a lot nicer than Teela. Anyway, Adam and Teela have a talk about, you know, the explosion and Adam dying and all that, and no, Teela gets mad at Adam because, you know, he kept this secret from her or something, and Adam is like, I didn't want you to find out that way, or whatever, and then Teela says some garbage, I don't remember, and Adam replies to that saying, but I died. And Teela replies to that saying, yes, and we had to live without you, or something like that. Something stupid like that. And I was just so done with the show at that point. I was so upset with the show. Because what kind of line is that? That's so terrible. That is such stupid writing. Like, what are the writers, 3 and 4 years old? Like, because only a 3 or a 4-year-old could come up with something that stupid. I freaking died, Teela. What do you want from me? And then Teela's like, well, you weren't there. Yeah, he wasn't there, because he's freaking dead! What the frick's wrong with you? Ugh. Anyway, after that, while they're in heaven, they decide to forge back the two sides of the swords. I forgot to even mention that the fact that they're even going on this journey is because they gotta find the two swords, the two halves of the power sword that He-Man has. It split into 2 parts and was lost forever, or something like that. Anyway, they found one of the halves in the dark, scary place, and they're gonna find and they found the other half in heaven. He-Man had it. So, you know, they have both halves now. Now they gotta put them back together to make the power sword, and apparently that requires forging it together. I don't know why they can't just stick them together and they forge back on their own. Apparently that's not how it works. So they have to turn this giant place into a giant forge, and that's what they do, and then Roboto is like, I can forge it, don't worry about it, and he forges the sword, and guess what? It explodes, and Robot Man dies, and right before he dies, you know what he says? He's like, oh man, you know what? I feel fear. It turns out that your dad was a really good creator, because I'm sentient. And then he dies. He just up and dies after that. Like, you can't do that. You can't make me feel emotions for a freaking robot at the end of, right when he's about to die. Like, what the frick kind of sadist wrote this? Like, do the writers get pleasure off of making people miserable? I don't even know who Roboto is or was. I'm sure if he was in the original 80s cartoon, people loved him, just like they loved Orko, who they also killed off just an episode or 2 before this one. I think it was the episode before this one, so they killed a character twice in a row. Ooh, it just makes me seethe with anger as I'm thinking about this. Anyway, Roboto died. I don't even know if that's his name, but I liked him. I liked him right before he died. those 2 episodes, like, kind of pushed Roboto more to the front, you know? That we learned a lot about him in those 2 episodes. It was really cool, you know, seeing him fight alongside Amaya in the Fear episode where they were fighting off these zombies or something. I don't freaking know. That was cool. In the Forging episode where he was like, I can forge the thing. It's totally gonna be cool. I can do it. Because I've got Man-at-Arms' brain, so I'm just as smart as he is. Because Man-at-Arms would have been originally the only one who could reforge the sword, but he's gone to protect the sorceress, so yeah. He couldn't do it. Anyway, Roboto dies, but it's okay, because they got the freaking power sword. That's all that matters. And then He-Man is there, and Adam, sorry, force a habit. Adam decides he's gonna leave paradise, heaven, whatever, to go back to the mortal plane to be He-Man and to beat up Skeletor. Nobody even says that they need him or anything, like they want him. Nobody acts like they're excited that he's coming or anything. I mean, Teela kind of smiles at him once, I think, which is huge for her in this story, because she never freaking smiles at anyone or does anything happy or nice or good. She's just an angry ape of a woman. She's just angry. She's just a B word. You know what also irks me? Before I finish this train of thought, let me just split off into another train of thought. When Teela finally forgave her father or something for keeping the secret from her, honestly, she should have been the one to apologize to him. I don't even know if she did apologize. I don't think she did. But she should have. Because she was the one who abandoned him, even though he was the one that kept the secret. The secret isn't even that big of a deal in the grand scheme of things, because Adam freaking died. But you know what? Whatever. After she forgave her dad or something, she hugged him. This was on the boat with the merman. Right after that fight, she hugged her father because he was about to go off to go save the sorceress, and she might not see him for a while, or I don't know, whatever. Anyway, she hugged him, and then her father starts crying. And I'm like, okay, that's fine and all. You know, props to him for having a soul, but why doesn't Teela cry? Why doesn't Teela also cry? You know, in fact, it'd be more likely for her to cry. It's ridiculous. It makes Man-at-Arms looks like he has more empathy and emotions than the main character of this stupid show. Teela has no emotions except for anger and being a jerk. Anyway, back to heaven. Adam decides to go back to the mortal world and become alive again. And he takes the power sword, and before he goes back to the mortal plane with everyone else, this dude who's dead, he's like, Adam, before you go, let me just remind you that if you go and become mortal again, you're not going to be able to come back to paradise. It's probably going to be impossible for you, so I wouldn't do this if I were you, because you're not going to go to heaven. You're going to go right into dirt, like every other mortal person, every normal, regular person. And Adam was like, cool with me. It's totally worth it, because I get to see my friends again, and I get to help them in the real world. So they all go, everything's happy, and I'm like, yay, maybe this show's gonna be good now, since we finally got He-Man! And guess what? In this same exact episode, which is the last episode of part 1, they transport back to the mortal world, right into Castle Grayskull. They're gonna heal the sorceress or whatever, make her strong again or something. Right, and, He-Man is about to, like, use the sword, and once, it's assumed that once he says, like, I have the power or whatever, you know, by the power of Grayskull, I have the power, that thing, once he does all that spiel and turns back into He-Man, that magic will start to return to Eternia or something like that. At least it's implied that that's what's going to happen. But just as he says, by the power of Grayskull, I have the... And then he gets stabbed. He gets stabbed through the chest by Skeletor. Now, where was Skeletor? We all assumed he was dead. Guess what? He wasn't actually dead. He was in Evil Lynn's staff this whole time, unbeknownst to her or anyone. And he was like, I gotcha, He-Man, you're freaking dead! And he took the sword, and, Evelyn decided she was evil again and decided to go onto Skeletor's side, and, Adam's now lying on the floor in a pool of his own blood. Tila's at his side like, oh my god, not again! And Skeletor lifts up the sword and goes, by the power of Grayskull, now I have the power! Or whatever. And he becomes a freaking god. And then that's the end of part 1. That's the end of part 1. In all honesty, it would have been a very interesting premise, you know, if they hadn't killed He-Man twice, if they hadn't killed Orko, if they hadn't killed Roboto, because, you know, those deaths, all needless. All they added was fake drama, fake suspense, fake emotions, and sadness. And I hate it when people add in these things to try and make you feel certain ways, but they only make you feel angrier. You know, Orko's death, he didn't make me feel sad, it made me feel angry. Roboto's death, not sad, angry. He-Man's death, both times. The first time, I was like, okay, that's fine, he'll come back, I'm not worried. The second time, now I'm worried, now I'm angry, because now, not only is he dead, but he's not gonna go to paradise. It just made me angry, you know? All I did was get progressively angry as the show went on, and now part 1's done, and guess what? I have to watch part 2 now, because if I don't watch part 2, I'm literally gonna be left with the mental image of Skeletor murdering He-Man and saying, I have the power, and becoming a god, and I don't want that mental image in my head forever. I would like for part 2 to come, just so I can have that one happy ending at the end, and I'm probably still gonna hate everyone in the show, but at least I'll have closure. So anyway, if you were looking forward to that show, I'm sorry, but don't. And if you were if you wanted to watch that show, just don't watch it. Just don't watch it. It'll make you angry, it'll make you upset, it'll make you hate Tila. And honestly, Tila does not deserve the hate. Tila is a great character. She was a great character. They ruined her. Don't watch the show if you like Tila. It will ruin Tila for you. Anyway, also, if they wanted a strong female character, they could have just did a continuation of She-Ra. Just saying. Just saying. Anyway, now that my rant is finally over, let's go talk to this dude. Yes. Council of this? Good! First, I would like to give you warning when you are called Nerevarin. The word must spread, and many must hear. Your enemies will hear and come seeking your blood, and such friends as you may have among the great houses, those who heed the words of the temple, they may forget their love for you. Oh no. If you have business with the people of the houses and temple, you may wish to conduct that business first before you are named Nerevarin. I'm scared. What does this mean? What does this mean? Go away. I can't leave. I can't stay. Okay, continue. Second, I tell you, seek the counsel of wise woman Nibani Mesa, for you are an outlander and ignorant of the ways of our people. Okay, I understand. Nibani Mesa can tell you of the other tribes, of their ways and of their Ashkans. If you do not know these things, you will make many mistakes and waste precious time. Oh, don't worry. I already do both of those things so often. I wasted a whole bunch of precious time just ranting about He-Man. Nobody gives a dang about He-Man. Alright, that is my counsel. Now, if you wish to be named Ushri Lanku Nerevarin, we may speak of these things. No thanks. No thanks. I gotta think about it. Sulmathul has warned me that people of the great houses in the temple may be hostile when I am known as the Nerevarin. He also suggests that I take counsel with Nibani Mesa about the ways of the Ashlander tribes and their Ashkans, for I am an outsider and unfamiliar.
May I help you, Outlander?
Well, Rabina? It's time for a big save. Becoming the Nerevarin. This is just in case I regret this decision, because I am going to tell him to name me the Nerevarin. But if I regret it, I can come back and spend some more time not being the Nerevarin. But for now, Yeah, I'd like to be Nerevarin. Very well, you wish to be called Nerevarin. I know you, and I'm disposed to do so, but first we must speak of need and duty. Before I name you Nerevarin, you must understand why a war leader is needed, so you may tell others. And before I name you Nerevarin, I must see that you also know your duty. Only then... Okay, cool. Need? Know the words of the prophecies. The curse of Dagoth-Ur and the sixth house threatens our land. The false gods lie, and other false hope of protection. And offer false hope of protection. You bear the moon and star of Nerevar. Azura's hand is upon you. These are the proofs you must show to all people as Ushri Lanku Nerevarin. Okay. Duty? You shall be Nerevarin of all the tribes, and Hortator of all the great houses. You shall eat the sin of the unmourned house. I don't think I want to eat that. That doesn't sound tasty. And free the false gods. I can do that though. That sounds okay. You must defeat the sixth house in Dagoth-Ur. You must free the tribunal from their curse. What if I want to be friends? This is the burden of prophecy. This shall be your duty as Ushri Lanku Nerevarin. Okay. Is that it? Before my hearth and kin, and before the people of the wastes, I name you Ushri Lanku Nerevarin, war leader of the Ushri Lanku and protector of the people. In token of this, I give you the teeth. I don't want them. I don't want them. Which shall be a sign to all Dunmer that you are the Nerevarin, and that the Ushri Lanku shall follow you in all things, even unto death, until the enemy is defeated, or until you are dead, or until you give this back into my hand. I don't... Ew, he gave me teeth. Ew, he gave me teeth. Ew. Oh, it's a... What is this? It's a... What is this? A demon star. Nice. Resist paralysis. Constant effect. Not bad, not bad. What? I have the Ring of the Wind. Do I have an amulet on me? Yeah, Amulet of Shades. Oh. Okay. I guess I'll wear that instead. Cool. Thanks. Thanks, bruh. Okay, let's go. Let's go talk to Nibani Mesa, the wise woman. Wise woman. Wise woman. Oh yeah, she's not over here. Duh. She's over here, I think. In this corner. Yeah, I knew it. Getting to know this place pretty well. You here with me, Rabina? No. You here with me, Rabina? One last thing about, He-Man. Anyway, I'm done now. I'm done ranting. For now. For now, about He-Man. Nibani Mesa, talk to me. I shall be your guide to the 7 trials in the path of Nerevarn. Okay, cool. Wait, I already did that. Didn't I? Wait, maybe no? Oh. It's once seemed a dream. Now it seems real. You have passed the 3rd trial. Now you must pass the 4th trial and the 5th trial. God, there's so many trials. They are much the same. Each Ashlander tribe, each great house on Vardenfell must choose you as a war leader to unite the Dunmer against Dagoth-Ur's terrible menace. Each tribe must name you Nerevarin. Each great house must name you Hortator. You have come for guidance, and I will give it to you. Okay. 4th trial. The 4th trial is a stranger's voice unites the house in 3 halls. Call him Hortator. When you have been named Hortator by each of the 3 houses of Vardenfell, come to me for further guidance, for you will have passed the 4th trial. Okay. The 5th trial is the tribes. The 5th trial is a stranger's hand unites the Velothi 4 tribes. Call him Nerevarin. The 4 tribes are the 4 tribes of Vardenfell, the Ushri Lanku, the Ameusa, the Zainab, and the Irabimisan. When you have been named Nerevarin by each of the 4 Ashlander tribes of Vardenfell, come to me for further guidance, for you will have passed the 5th trial. Gotcha. What was I supposed to also tell you about the stuff? Where's this place? The blah 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 of Molagmar love themselves and their weapons above all else. Their Ashkan Uthlok blah blah is cruel and ambitious, and his Gok Luke, what the frick, are just like him. Their wise woman Meniri is cautious and reasonable. Seek her counsel, don't waste your speech on the war cons. Cool. Dope. What was I gonna ask you, though? I needed to ask you to be less, whatchamacallit, ignorant. There's the word. Be less ignorant of the tribe people or something. Redoran Hortator. I do not know the ways of the settled people, but I do know in the Council of Chiefs you must cultivate a friend and beware an enemy. Find one who is willing or well disposed with you. With him and use the Wendy people. Okay, cool. 6th trial? I'm not sure. The tribe unmourned may mean the 6th house, House Dagoth, which was exterminated after the Battle of Red Mountain, but it may also mean the Dwemer or the Dwarves or the Westerners. Okay, cool. And eating sin is doing atonement for another sin. Okay, cool, dope. Moonstar. You do not have the mark of the Nerevarin, and you do not have this mark, so you are not. Excuse me, I do have the mark! Sri Lanku. Cool. Alright. Zainab. The Ashlanders of the Zainab tribe are sly and crafty. Their camp is in the interior of the Grazelands. Got you. My judgment? The ancestors and stars have given me clear signs. The lost prophecies leave no doubt. The incarnate shall be an outlander. You, blessed by Azura, must lift the 7 curses of Dagoth-Ur. Prophecy has shown that the 7 steps of Nerevarin's path, and I have been chosen as your guide for each step on that path. I will read the signs and show you the way. It is time for you to walk the path of the 7 visions and pass the 7 trials of the 7 visions. Okay. You are born on a certain day to uncertain parents, so you have passed the 1st trial. Great. My dreams show me that you also fulfill the 2nd trial, that neither blight nor age can harm him, / the curse of flesh before him flies. I have read the signs. I have the signs. I opened up my eyes. I saw the signs, and I opened up my eyes and saw the signs. But I cannot understand. Can you explain this to me? Tell how I got corpus disease. Didn't I already tell you this, though? You become that stuff. Yes. I did fulfill the 3rd trial. Tell me when you saw and heard in the cavern of the Incarnate. She listens carefully. It is as I have seen in my dream. It is a true dream, sent from Azura to guide me. Okay. Okay, I guess that's it. Bye. Wait, no. What's this place? Grazelands are mild and peace-loving. Wise women of that place is their Ashkan. Okay, cool. Okay, bye! Guess we're done there. Alright. Time to go back to Malmora and see if people hate us, Rabina. And if they do, I'm gonna restart. I don't think I want them to hate me just yet. When I have been named Nerevarin by each of the 4 Ashlander tribes of Ardenfell, I will have passed the 5th trial and should return to Nibani Mesa for further guidance. So that's my next thing, huh? That's a lot of work. That's a lot of work. I'm not sure I want to do all that. But alright. Hopefully I'm at least close to becoming the Hortador of the Telvanni house. I'm just gonna ignore that ice dude or whatever that is. Hopefully I can go around him. Come on, Urbina, this way. Here's a cliff racer that's totally gonna see me. Yep. You saw me, didn't ya? Didn't ya? Well, I don't see him. And I hear something. What is it? Nothing. It's nothing. Red sky in the evening! Sailor's delight. That didn't rhyme. Red sky at night, sailor's delight. Unless it's morning, that's sailor's morning. But I don't know what time it is. Well, let me see. It's 4 a.m. Oh, that's red sky in the morning. Sailor's warning. Oh, that's not good. That's not good. That means we're all gonna die. Ah, Rabina! Rabina, no! Come here! Ow! I'm freaking moon shoe jumping. Come here. I don't know why you did that. I don't know why you did that. You're dead. Stinky little worm. Rabina, don't. Rabina. Ow. Where are you? Rabina? Okay. God dang it, we have to restart all the way back here? Oh my god. And there's something chasing me already. Why? I don't know. Let's just go, Rabina. Come on. Gonna have to beat up this elite. Dead. Beat up this freaking war. Dead. Come on. Die! I hate cliff racers. I hate lits. I hate gwars. I hate them all. I got a new life. You would hardly recognize me. I'm so glad. How can a person like me care for you? Is enough enough? I saw the sign, and it opened up my eyes. I saw the sign. Freaking heck. And I don't know the words, actually. I love the moon. The sunrise, Rabina! The sunrise! The sun's coming up, it's so pretty. It almost makes up for the fact that we're being tracked down by a million things in the ocean. A million ocean creatures. Freaking hate the ocean. Peaceful music. It's so nice when you're not being chased. You know, Rabina? It's so nice. What is it? It's another thing. Oh, there's a slaughterfish in the distance. There's a fish right here. Cool. Is enough enough? I saw a sign, and it opened up my eyes. I saw the sign. Life is demanding without understanding. I saw the sign. Now the song's in my freaking head. Okay, I'm just gonna read some random questions. Why not? Because why not? Number 1. What would you name your boat if you had one? What would I name my boat? I would name it the Titanic 2. Electric Boogaloo. I'm just kidding. I don't know what the heck I'd name it. I'd name it after you, Rabina. The Rabina ship. SS Rabina. Alright, what's the closest thing to real magic? Science. Number 3, who is the messiest person you know? Myself. Number 4, what will finally break the internet? He-Man! He-Man and the Masters of the Universe. This episode. No, I'm kidding. 5, what's the most useless talent you have? I can wiggle my ears, I can crack my toes, just like a person would normally crack their knuckles. I cannot crack my knuckles. I can crack my toes. It's very weird, I know. Here, I'll show you proof. I just tried to crack my knuckles, and you didn't hear anything, right? Yeah, maybe you can hear my elbows cracking, but not my neck. Not my knuckles. I can't crack my knuckles. Anyway, here's my toes. See that? Now I know there's no visual representation there. I could be lying for all you know, but trust me, that is 100% the sound of my toes cracking and not the sound of my knuckles cracking. I already mentioned I could wiggle my ears, right? Yeah, I could do that too. And those are my useless talents. Probably got more, but those are the only ones I can think of. Number 6 would be on the gag reel of your life. After graduating high school, me and my friend went to this, we stayed at a treehouse somewhere. Yeah, I know, a treehouse is kind of a weird thing to stay at. Anyway, we stayed at a treehouse for a bit, for like 2 days, and while we were there, I was making corn dogs, I think, and I didn't know how to use the toaster oven. I was also pretending to be Jacob from Fire Emblem Fates, because that game had come out recently or something. Maybe not recently. I think that... Did that game come out when I was 16? I don't know, but I was still pretty in love with Fates at that point. So I was pretending to be Jacob from Fire Emblem Fates, making corn dogs. And, by the way, I was not doing anything correctly. They were undercooked at first, and then... Because I didn't know how to use the toaster oven. I didn't know how to use the toaster oven, so I was trying to use the microwave, and that didn't work. At first. And I was pretending to use the toaster oven, but I was really using the microwave. Anyway, it was just a really dumb thing that I did. Also on that trip, me and my friend nearly drowned in a river. Well, tubing down it. And then later on, by the way, neither of us can swim very well. I'm a bit better than my friend is, but even so, neither of us can swim very well, and the water was very deep. I don't know what we were thinking. Anyway, we nearly drowned that day. I was pretending to be Jacob, making corn dogs. And also, we played Twister, I think? And somehow I won, even though, like, I sprained my leg, I was super sunburned, all over my body, super sunburned, could barely move, but I still somehow managed to beat my friend in a game of Twister. Oh, and that was right after we were that was right after we almost drowned. Oh my god, where am I? Where am I? I'm in Cool! Oh, wow. Look at the time. The time just flies when you're having fun, doesn't it? Alright, Rabina. It's time to go to Balmora and see if everyone hates us. Because we gotta drop off this cool stuff I've got in my house. No pun intended, since we are in Cool. Anyway, you travel me to to Alderaan first. Great, and now you travel us to Balmora. Thank you. Alright, Rabina, we're almost home. Almost home, sweet home. Let's go. Well, so far, nobody seems to be straight up attacking us like I feared they would, so, you know, that's good. But then again, there doesn't seem to be any guards on the streets. For some reason. Which is a little disturbing. Hey you, do you care that I'm the Nerevarin? Hello, friend. No, she doesn't care. Okay. Cool. I'm gonna drop my stuff off now. I don't even know where to drop this stuff off. All of it seems like stuff I should probably keep. Just for decoration, because, you know, they're cool items given to me by ghost people. So, you know. Oh wait, I'll definitely need this. What do my pants currently do? Chameleon. Yeah, nobody needs that. Nobody needs that. That's still kind of interesting. I'm gonna wear these pants, though. Is that everything everyone gave me? I think so. Alright, that wasn't too much. Let's go, Rabina. We're ready for adventure. What the frick happened? I was scared. It was dark. Alright, well. I don't really know what the first thing we should do should be. Do you, Rabina? I mean, we could try and become Hortator of House Telvanni. That might work, considering how much we've done for them already. Sure, let's go to Sadrith Mora real quick. Especially since... And it's also really easy to get there, so... I mean, we could join House... whatchamacallit, that's here, Lalu. I don't think we can join them. I think, you know, I just do things for them and then they say, okay, you're Hortator, since I already joined Telvanni. I don't think you can join all 3 houses. Then again, maybe you can. Maybe you can't. Maybe I can now that I'm Nerevarin and, you know, I kind of have to. That scrib ain't right. Move out of my way! Ah! No, he doesn't! Weirdo. I'm a sleeper. One among thousands. I wonder if, in the, I wonder if Skywind, if, you know, the mod where they make Morrowind in Skyrim, I wonder if they will have these sleeper people just come up to you all the time going, I am a sleeper, one among thousands. I wonder if that'll happen. I hope so. I hope so. I'm still really excited for that mod to come out whenever it does. By the way, I did not get picked to be a male
May I
Dunmer.
help you?
This is the Fighters Guild. This isn't even the Mages Guild. Look at me walking to the freaking Fighters Guild like a freaking idiot. Anyway, I didn't get picked to be a male Dunmer. Not too surprised there, you know. I'm not too surprised. Still, it would have been cool.
How can I
It would have
help?
been real cool if I could have been a Dunmer, but nope. Nope. There were way too many talented people. Too many people that were way more talented than me. I'm still very excited for that mod to come out, though. Still can't wait to play it.
Welcome. Please don't be shy.
And I will play it on this channel. Hopefully. Hopefully.
am
I really
making
want to.
you busy for a good talk.
Anyway, I forgot who I was doing. Oh yeah, Satyrs Mora. You.
That creature visits again, I think I'll have choice words to say.
What? You better not be talking about Rabina. I'm gonna go to the Wolverine Hall now.
You seem quite intriguing.
Oh, thanks.
Please share.
Oh, thanks. My thoughts, huh? No, I don't have any thoughts. My head's empty. Head empty, no thoughts. That's me every day.
Let's
No,
hear
I'm
it.
kidding. I actually have way too many thoughts all the time. They're always constantly coming, and I cannot turn my brain off, and it's actually very annoying. Very, very annoying. Alright, come on, Rabina. Let's quickly go see if we can be Hortator of Telvanni, and if we can't be, well then I'm gonna leave this place and go straight to Halalu, because I'm sick of these people. I don't like the Telvanni people. They're so mean.
There is someone watching me. I can
Nobody's
tell.
watching you, and it wasn't me. I always feel like somebody's watching me, and I got no privacy. Oh, I always feel like somebody's watching me.
Please join me.
Please join you. Join you in what? And I don't want to. Well, maybe. Well, maybe. What are we going? Where are we going, though? Where am I going? Now that's a question. Going the wrong way, that's where. Sorry, that guard caught me off guard. If I don't crack anyone else up, at least I crack myself up. Alright, here's the Telvanni house. Come on, Rabina, right across the bridge. Right across the windy bridge. Alright, hey people, I hate all your guts, but can I be Hortator? Can I be Hortator? 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 Isn't that a special champion and war leader among the great houses? Ask how Hortator is chosen, tell your story, and ask to be confirmed? Sure. You'll have to speak directly to Mistress Thorana about this. Oh no. Oh, I don't want to talk to her. Why do I have to talk to her? Do I have to? You'll do better if you try and keep her happy and not distract her with long arguments. Oh god. Can I talk to someone else instead? You! Can I talk to your leader instead? Good grief. We've heard talk about a reborn Nerevar for years and thought it was just an Ashlander superstition. You'll have to speak directly to Mistress Drotha about this. She lives at Telmora, a tower north along the coast. You should be able to find a ship at the docks to take you there for a pittance. And I must warn you, Mistress Drotha doesn't like men of any race. I suggest you do everything possible to improve her disposition before talking to her. Oh, great. Great, I just have to be a man! I just have to be a man! I have Rabina on my side, though. Rabina, you can pretend to be me and talk to her for me, but she might not like Khajiits. Everyone's kind of racist, and I assume she's a dark elf, and dark elves in this game are kind of racist. But I'm gonna hope that she's not racist, she's only sexist. Hey, what about Hortators, No, sorry, other thing. A Hortador is a special champion and war leader among the— Yeah. You'll have to speak directly to Master Gothrin about this and right away. His tower— Okay, cool, yeah, I can fly. Don't worry. I can walk on water, I can fly. I will keep on fighting till I die. La 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 la. Okay, how is it chosen? A Hortador is a special champion and war leader among the great houses. House Telvanni would unite under a Telvanni Hortador when faced with a war? Well, in theory. All the Telvanni councilors must vote to choose a Hortador, and the vote must be unanimous. It's an ancient tradition. Archaic, since a Hortador's duty is to lead a great house in war, and we haven't had a war in a very long time. Okay, so I have to ask... Were you just thumbing me down or something? What are you doing? What is that?
Probably nothing.
You're just scratching your neck, okay. Okay, fine, I'll just talk to all of you and get the stuff. Wait, what? Here's a recent edition of the Brown Book of Great House Telvanni. It lists the current Telvanni counselors and their residences. Let me mark the locations of the counselor's tower on your map. Thanks, but why did I need that? I don't know. I gotta tell Master Neeloth, and he's in Tel Naga. Gotcha. And you! Why are you here and there's a missing chair there? I don't freaking know. Telvanni Hortador. You'll have to speak directly to Master Bellatus about this. I cannot help you. This is too important for me to act without his approval. Okay. You know, it'd be nice if I could just get all of you guys to do it for me instead of having to go to all these different places and talking to all your masters instead, but, you know, I guess that wouldn't be fun! I guess that just wouldn't be fun! We've got a long journey ahead of us, Rabina. And I was told, you know, that a journey consists of about 1,000 miles. Do you know how many feet are in 1,000 miles, Rabina? Well, in 1 mile, that's 5,280 feet. So obviously, you know, if you multiply that by 1,000, you get like 5,280,000. So there's about 5,280,000 steps in a single journey, Rabina. And even though every time we take a few more steps and it seems like we're getting closer to the end of this journey, something tells me that I doubt we've even gone half that far. There's definitely much more to come. There's definitely much more to come, Rabina. And I can't wait to find it with you. Anyway, let's continue on. We gotta get our steps in after all. It's friggin' 5 million of them. Alright, where should we go first, though? God, I don't freaking know. I can't. If I knew where everyone was, I would know, like, the best way to travel to everyone, but you know, I've got the memory of a freaking gnat, so I don't know where anyone is. I know one of these people's in Tel Vas. Is Neeloth here? Neeloth might be here. Isn't Tel Naga here? Or am I just imagining that thing? Am I just imagining that Tel Naga is here? I'm pretty sure one of them's here. Yes, Tel Naga is here, so we can get to Neeloth first. Alright, then that's what we'll do. We're gonna become Hortator of House Telvanni soon enough, Rabina. Doesn't that sound exciting? Hey, do you like me? He seems to like me. The guards don't seem to hate me, even though I'm a Nerevarin, so, you know, I don't think anything bad happened. I was worried for nothing.
How do you do?
Where am I going? The wrong way, Rabina. The wrong way. As is typical for me. Come on, it's up here. Alright, I can make this small again. Alright, this is stinkin' Tel Naga. Let's go talk to stinkin' Neeloth, and you know what? You can wait right here. Yeah, wait right here. Don't worry, it will only take a few seconds. I hope it probably won't rain. Okay, I'll be right back, Rabina. Okay, let me get my levitate spell out. I don't want to use no pants. I'm not a loser. I can use my real spell. I only have a 45%. No, I only have an 80% chance. What is this? Cost chance. Okay, I only have an 80% chance to cast it, but that's fine. Is it up here? Do I go up there? Is that how? Man, I don't freaking remember. Let's go. Woo! Frick. Woo! Hey, Neeloth, will you make me Hortator? Can you also build stairs in your place? I mean, I get it, you're impressive. You know, you're a fancy mage and all that, but, I'd really appreciate it if you had stairs. Like, really, I'd really appreciate it. Like, a lot. Because it's kind of scary coming all the way. Oh, wait, you're the guy I hate who I want to kill!
I feel as though I should know you.
Why are you calling me friend? I hate your— You feel as though you should know, but you don't even remember who I that stinking robe you're wearing, you piece of junk! I'm still gonna kill you one day. Just not today. For now, we're gonna have a truce.
Whatever you want, the answer is no.
Screw you! Make me Hortator.
Hortator, war leader of House Telvanni. Is that necessary? Why doesn't anyone tell me about these things? So, do you want the job? Are you qualified? Good, then go ahead. I don't care. Be the Hortator. Now go away.
You know what? Thanks. For once, your bad attitude actually was good for me. Cool. When I finally got Master Nelos to listen to me, he casually gave his vote for me as Hortador. It was clear that he didn't care one way or the other. Well, that was easy. That's one vote down, Rabina! This is gonna hurt. Only like 4 more votes to go. Doesn't help that a lot of these people are freaking crazy or mean. Okay, Rabina. Where are you? What are you looking around for? I'm right here. Alright, come on. Well, who's next? Let's see. Bellatus. Where's Bellatus? He lives in northwest of Ninnis. I know him. I could probably go to him. He's easy. Let's go to Ninnis and get Bellatus's thing. He was the guy where I made that long trip all the way around Ninnis or whatever, and I didn't realize that he lived in the house that was literally on the edge of the border of Ninnis or whatever. And I was so upset because I had walked all around the place when it was just that hermit house right there in the cliff. I remember that day. What we need to do is go back to the Magus Guild, I think. If we need to go back to the Magus Guild, then maybe we should go to Tel Voss first, since the ship is right around here somewhere. Maybe we should go to Tel Voss first and get that other dude's approval before going to Ninnis, because Tel Voss is nearby, right? And that guy loves me. He loves me. I've done so much work for him. He better frickin' love me. Anyway, let's go.
Please join me.
Let's go to Tel Voss first. Then we'll go to Ninnis and get Bellatus's thing. Or maybe we'll go to Tel Mora before then, because I think Tel Mora can also be achieved. We can also get there by using these boats. Hopefully. Alright, come on. You! Hold up.
Short trip, long trip. You decide.
Thank you. I decide a trip. I decide Tel Mora first. You know, let's go to Tel Mora first. I know this person probably hates me. I don't think we've even met her, but let's go anyway. Now, where in Tel Mora is she? I don't know, but we'll find her, Rabina. Some tower, I think. Tel something. Are you at the tower? No. Apothecary. No. These are all little stores and stuff. This is the right way. What is the right way then? Var. What does that mean, Rabina? Why do you say that all the time? Maybe up here? No. This just winds back down to here. Okay. Never mind. Maybe around here, Rabina? This place is a little confusing. But I like this place. Oh! Well, it says it's there. Rabina, I don't want to leave you in the rain. So, you know what? I'm gonna leave you up here. In this person's house. Or store. Or whatever this is. The Covenant. What is this place? I don't believe I've seen a Redguard with such a grand outfit in quite some time. Okay. Goodbye. What is this? The Doors of the Spirit. Okay.
How are you?
I don't know what this place is. Wait, do you barter? No, you train. Okay. I don't know what this place is, but you can stay here. Yes, I'll be right back, alright? The Covenant. Remember that you left her at the Covenant. Alright. Okay, I'm gonna try and just levitate up to where I think the tower is. find the door from there. Yeah, there's a door. There's a door. I hope I can make it in time. 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 Ah, okay. There you are.
Greetings, friend. I'm up for conversation.
Hey, Katie.
If you care to talk.
Okay, that's nice. I'm looking for, yeah, Darrell. No, that's not who I'm looking for. I'm looking for Mistress Drala as our mage lord patron. Okay, she's been a counselor since they invented dirt. Great. And she doesn't like men. Great. But where is she? Where is Mistress whatever? You didn't tell me where she is. I'm gonna assume she's in the tallest point of this tower, so I'm gonna keep going up. Oh, I'm still levitating. Oh, I didn't even notice. Alright. Woo! Woo! I just ran out of levitation, nearly walked off the edge. Okay. Upper tower. Hey! Lady, are you up here? Lady who hates men? Are you up here? What if I wore a skirt? Would you think I was a woman? Because I can pretend to be a woman. I can shave my beard. Oh. What the frick are you wearing?
May I help you, Outlander? Walk with virtue, Outlander.
Are you the woman? Who are you? Welcome to... Okay, yeah, you're her servant or something. Alright, what are you? Retainer of the Great House Telvanni. Okay. That's why you have a weird crab on your face. Okay. Alright, big save here. Big save. Sexist lady. Okay, sexist lady, talk to me. What is this man doing here? Is he lost? I'd like you to choose a Hortador. A Hortador is chosen by consensus. Everyone has to agree. A single no is a veto. First, a great house has to choose a Hortador. Yeah, that's nice. Can I be a Hortador? Hortador's duty. He confronts the dangers no one else in the Hortador is strong. No one else in this house is strong enough or courageous enough to face. Yeah, you're all kind of chickens. But me, I want you to choose me. Can you choose me? Can you choose me? You should consult the recent edition of the Brown Book. Okay, but I have that. Why? Nerevar, when the Dunmer followed Veloth to Morrowind, there were many warring clans. Okay, nice. The ring was called Moon and Star. Yeah, I've heard all this. The armies met at Red Mountain, a Dwemer stronghold. The Dwemer were defeated and terrible sorceries were used, resulting in the utter extermination of House Dwemer, House Dagoth, and their allies. Nerevar died after the battle and his ring was lost, but Nerevar's alliance survives in Morrowind's ruling potential institution, the Grand Council. No, Nerevar... I'm Nerevar. How about you make me the Hortador? Can you make the Hortador? Can you make me Hortador? Moonstar? Chores. Give me a chore. To complete one of my collections, I need the Amulet of Flesh made whole. The what? Ones of the guards in Tel Naga, Master Neloth's tower, and Sadrith Moor has kept this amulet away from me for at least 50 years or so, the selfish little Bosmer. Deliver this amulet to me and I will reward you. I was just there. I was just effing there. Now I have to go back? Fine. I'm okay with stealing from him, because I hate him. I hate him. Probably just as much as you do. You know what? If he's the reason why you hate men, I don't blame that either. He sucks. Alright, anyway. Time to go all the way back to that place. I guess I'll go down the normal way.
I think you're going to fit right in here.
Thank you. You're so nice to me. I don't know why. I just met you. Oh, hole in the ground. I love holes in the ground. Ooh. Oh, I thought I landed on a bunch of pillows, but no, I landed on a dining table.
I
Sorry.
think you're going to fit right in here.
Oh, does everyone just jump around on the dining table? Okay. Alright, so that's the entrance to the tower. That's great and all, but now I need to go back to where Rabina is. Wherever she is. Why are you here? Yes, I have swamp fever. Oh, okay, it's awful. I hope it will go away soon. There are no temples here, and none of the wandering priests are anywhere to be found. Do you seek to heal me? Okay, yeah, I'd like to try. You will? Oh, you're from the temple, aren't you? Well, go ahead. I shall use a spell? Fine, go ahead. Okay. Heal companion?
What's your
Did that work? Yes, I have swampy. Okay. Yes, I'd like to try. Offer you this potion. Oh, where's the potion? You have to give it to me for me to drink it. Okay. Do I have like a cure disease potion? I don't think so. Maybe this one? I don't have enough magic. Resting here is illegal. Hold up, give me a second. Just give me a second. just give me a second. just hold on there. Don't worry, I can cure your swamp fever. Don't worry. Just give me a second. just give me 2 seconds. All right, I'm coming back. I had to restore my magicka, but I'm good now. I think there's a slaughterfish chasing me, but I don't really care. I'm not with Rabina. You can't get me. You come here. Yeah, swamp fever. Yeah. I'll use a spell. Fine, go ahead. Okay. I did it, didn't I? You cured? No? Okay, no. What if I blind you? Will you like that? No, I don't have anything. Sorry. Bye-bye. The Covenant. You the Covenant. No, you're Kirsty. What? Ah! Are you the Covenant? No, you're the Clothier. Where the frick's the Covenant? Rabina, I'm finally back.
Warmly greeted, friend.
Thank you.
Welcome.
Alright, follow me. What is your deal, though? I don't know. Anyone up here that's important, maybe? What the heck? Oh, flower. Nice flower you got there. There's a bar in here? Heck yeah. Good day, I'm Thrail, a publican of the Covenant here. We rent beds and stuff. Oh, that would have been useful to know earlier when I was looking to rest. Whatever, come on, Rabina. We gotta go all the way back to Sadrith Mora so that we can go to Tel Naga so that we can steal this so that we can steal this amulet of flesh or something from the dude, I forgot his name. Neloth. There you go. We gotta steal from him and then we gotta return here, and it's a long story, Rabina, but at least I've probably found a way to make her like me, maybe? Stealing? Yeah, stealing is the way to steal a girl's heart. Alright, come on. Anyway, we're gonna do that in the next episode, Rabina, because I'm a little tired. My throat is a little strained. So, yeah. That's gonna be it for this time, guys. Hope you all enjoyed, and I'll see you in the next episode. Bye. Sorry we didn't do much in this one. But, next episode will, hopefully at least be Hortator of House Tavani. Anyway, bye.